All right, welcome folks to this exciting opening day here at the Pioneer Valley Regional High School baseball fields. The air and field is damp, but the melancholic overcast and the ominous fog rolling in can't dampen our excitement for this opening game. Tyler Borbo here along with Alex Sabin and Lou Bordeaux bringing you the play-by-play action of this opening game. Pioneer Panthers versus the Hopkins Golden Hawks. And Pioneers out there warming up. And we are just so excited. Lou, thank you so much for coming back.
Tyler, my winter hibernation's over. After a winter of hockey rinks all up and down the East Coast up into Canada, it's great to be back here at Pioneer. Got my buddy Alex with me today, so we're looking forward to a big opening day for the Panthers. I know that Hopkins got their season underway last Friday, pounded on Palmer 11-1, so they had their hitting shoes on for sure on Friday. Pioneer's going to start the day with Ben Werner on the mound. Players in there giving their last strategy session. Braden Tippenyuk behind the plate for the Panthers. Battery we see a few times last season. And we are ready for this one. Up first for Hopkins is Carter Steispik. Swinging on the first pitch, fouled down the right side. 0-1. Carter's the center fielder for Hopkins. He'll be followed by Al West and Chase Earl here in the top of the first. That one's just low and inside, 1-1. Be remiss if I didn't mention right off the bat, congratulations to the Pioneer basketball team. Undefeated season, state championship. That one's rifled into left center field for a base hit. And first runner of the day is on for Hopkins. But yeah, I believe 26-0 if I'm not mistaken, Alex.
Yeah, what a great season there by Pioneer. Arguably one of the greatest seasons in Pioneer history. Undefeated season, blew out every team they faced. One of the greatest seasons you'll ever see, for sure.
Second batter's Al West, drops a bunt, nice one. Werner throws him out at first. Runner advances to second on the sacrifice. One away. Brings up shortstop Chase Earl. Sorry, I don't have any statistics from that 11-1 game on Friday. $11 runs. Pretty likely that it was spread out among the lineup. Short number. Werner again goes over to Tippenyuk at first. That's Evan. Two outs, runner on third base. Brings up catcher Matt Vassallo. Some of these Hopkins names sound familiar. Did see them last season up here at Pioneer a couple times while their field was being renovated down in Hadley. Pitches up high for ball one. Another one up top. 2-0 to the Golden Hawks catcher. He'll be followed in the batting order by Nate Rickles. Getting closer, still up high, 3-0.
That was real close.
And right down Broadway, 3-1. Early season baseball is always a little difficult. Weather is up in the air. I've got to think, the field does look to be in great shape, but with the rain we had last night and into this morning, and ball four, it's got to be a little wet out there. Hopkins with runners on the corners with two outs.
Luckily, though, there's no sun, so the outfielders can get the ball a lot easier under these conditions. The only thing they need to predict is the wind, like you said.
And strike one on Rickles. Werner sets, goes over to first base. Got the runner caught. Caught the runner there, but the run scored in advance of the tag. So we've got 3 outs to retire the side. Hopkins does get that run, so it's 1-0. Pioneer's going to be coming to bat shortly here in the bottom of the first. You're watching Pioneer Panther Athletics right here on BNC TV. Time for the bottom of the first inning here in Northfield on a windy, foggy afternoon here at Pioneer. Panthers batting order for the bottom of the first, Braden Tippanyuk, followed by Ethan Quinn and Ethan Mothy. Batting in the first, second, and third spots for the Panthers. Hopkins with that early 1-0 lead. BT takes that one up high, ball one.
Yeah, what a good start to the game. Hopkins had that last inning, getting that run on the board. Have a 1-0 lead to start off the game, and hopefully their pitching will capitalize on this lead.
Low and away quickly, 3-0 on BT. Can you bring their lineup back? I didn't get the pitcher's name. And strike one. Lofted down the right side, just foul. Count goes full on Braden Tippanyuk. Tyler Russell on the mound for Hopkins. Up high, ball 4. Panthers' first base runner of the season. First of many, we hope. Shortstop Ethan Quinn.
Jackson Campbell.
Definitely looks like Jackson, huh? We had Ethan written down for uniform number 6. Third baseman can't get a handle on it. Tippanyuk advances to second. We got runners on first and second. Nobody out. And here's Ethan Mothy. Russell took a long look at BT leading off of second base and went into a sudden motion. Threw that one high, almost away.
Quinn is on second.
Little number, everybody's safe. Base is loaded. Panthers with a first inning threatening situation right here. Brings up the cleanup hitter, Evan Tippanyuk. Fouled away. Fouled out of play. Ethan Mothy, left fielder at the plate. Two and one, bases loaded for the Panthers here in the bottom of the first. Fouled back and out of play. I think we heard contact in the parking lot. And And he's hitting the back. That's going to force in a run. Panthers tie this one 1-1.
I believe it's 2-1 because the other guy got hit, which forced in a run.
Oh.
So it's 2-1 Pioneer.
Sorry, folks. I'm still in spring training mode here.
You got this, Lou.
You used to seeing pucks go one end down the other. That is most definitely Evan Tippanyuk at the plate.
You sure this time?
I am 100% sure. Up the middle. Force out at second base. And that's 2 out. Going to have to rework the scorecard in between innings here. Pitcher Ben Werner at the plate. Senior, Mr. Reliable last season for the Panthers. Runners on the corners for Pioneer. That one's outside. Alex, I can't believe you don't have a jacket on today.
Yeah, actually, I just came from the barn, so I'm still all warmed up from working outside, so kind of used to this weather.
That won't last today. Starting to get that notorious Pioneer wind moving in from the left field corner, right over this way. Counts 3-0 on pitcher Ben Werner. Strike one. He'll be followed in the lineup by Hayden Girard. Ball 4 and the bases are loaded once again. Home plate umpire gets a supply of dry baseballs. Coach is out to talk to his battery. As I said earlier, it's a little bit of a challenging condition to get out in the first couple games of the season and, be in mid-season form. As we were talking about earlier, Alex, the Pioneer basketball team won their state championship just a couple of weeks ago, and everybody's got to be, exuberant over that. But as soon as one sport ends here in the high school athletics, the next sport starts again. So these student athletes have only had a couple weeks of practice.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Going from a great basketball team until having similar expectations for this baseball team. So high expectations for this baseball team. There's going to be a lot that the Pioneer Panthers need to prove this season. Made it to the Final Four twice in the last 3 years, and they haven't been able to get to the hump into the championship. This team is good enough to make it there this year. Only problem is it's better to show it rather than say. It's a lot harder to do it than say it.
No, you got that right. Made it to the Division V semifinals last year before running into a tough Georgetown team. Georgetown beat them 7-5.
Was in it the whole game, though.
And English High is your Division V champions last year. Beat Georgetown in the finals 7-1. So So we find that since Maya went to this new bracket system for playoffs, that it's really tough for any of the Western Mass teams to run the table. And, when you see it's that difficult, you really realize what a great basketball season Pioneer had. This is Jack Glazier at the plate. And he's out on strikes.
I mean, people don't even realize how hard it is to win one game, let alone 26. Absolute incredible streak for the Panthers. And this will go down as a season to remember, for sure.
Yeah, no question. And some of those same student athletes are on this baseball team now. Wild pitch. Nobody advances. Pitcher Russell did a really good job running in to cover home plate.
And of course, the soccer team won the Western Mass title, and some of those players are on this team too. So some of these players are trying to complete the triple crown of all 3 Western Mass titles.
And that's really a great observation, because there's nothing as contagious as winning. So a lot of these student athletes are not going to settle for anything but another championship. It's fouled back by Hayden Gerard. Low in the dirt. Nice block by Vassallo behind home plate. That one's up high, 2-1. Three and one. On the inside corner, it's a full count. Runners will be off at a crack of the bat. And he couldn't quite hold up. Umpire wasn't sure how he wanted to signal that one.
That was real close. Could have gone either way.
And that's going to retire the side for the Panthers in the first inning. 2 runs. Bases were left loaded. We've got 1 inning in the books here in Northfield. Panthers on top, 2-1. Stay tuned. And, hey, while we're in between innings, take a look at any of our underwriters for this broadcast right here on BNC TV. We'll be right back. Time for the second inning here in Northfield. 2-1 Panthers on top. Nate Rickles, first pitch swinging. He's out at first.
Yeah, that was a difficult play. If you saw the ball had some off spin there, went a little weird off the dirt there. Somehow Ben was able to corral it and still get it to first, though. Great play by Ben Warner.
This is J.J. Scanlon. He's the first baseman for the Golden Hawks. First pitch down and away. It's 1-0. Slice down the left side. Everybody looks okay over there in Souvenir Country. Bundled up today, that's for sure. Just missed down low, 2-1. I think in between innings we got our Panther batting order squared away. We'll see in a few minutes. Another foul down the left side. Two balls, two strikes on J.J. Scanlon. Lined right back to Werner. Another nice defensive play by the Pioneer pitcher. Two down in the top of the second inning. Third baseman Harry West coming in. Nice pitch by Werner. Swung right through that fastball, 0-2.
What a good pitch there.
Just off the plate, 2-1, or 1-2, excuse me. Swung on and missed, strike three. 3 up, 3 down for Hopkins in the second. In the middle of the second, Pioneer leads this one 2-1. We're going to be back in just a moment, right here on BNC TV, and don't forget to check out our underwriters. Be right back. Time for the bottom of the second inning here in Northfield. Panthers on top, 2-1. Braden Tippanyuk at the plate. Braden walked and scored in the first inning. Two balls, one strike on the Panther catcher. Russell took a little off that one, outside, 3-1. Sliced into right field. And Wyatt Cook puts that one away, one down. Jack Campbell at the plate. Chop that one back over the backstop, out of play. Campbell scored a run in the first inning. Great location on that pitch. Ball sliced foul down the right side, very close. Campbell stays alive.
Made good contact with the ball.
Floated that one in just a little bit high. Not sure we're going to see any torpedo bats today, Alex.
Who knows? You never know.
Count goes to 2-2, that's right. Of course, that was the big Major League story of the weekend. It was a 45-footer, bounced off the face mask of the catcher Vassallo. Full count now, 3-2. And the home runs were flying out of Yankee Stadium on Saturday like there's no tomorrow. And they're talking about those torpedo bats.
Yeah, crazy. 20 runs against the Brewers, a very solid team.
And catcher couldn't, or the shortstop couldn't get the handle on that one. Campbell reaches on the error. Alex McClellan at the plate. Campbell's off. Slides in safely.
Very close there.
It was a great throw from the catcher, right where it needed to be, but the shortstop was just on the other side of the bag, couldn't quite get around in time to put the tag on. And strike 3 on McClellan. Brings up Ethan Quinn. Like to pass along our condolences to the Quinn family on a recent passing in the family. Fouled away, 1-2. Foul down the right side. Caught by the first baseman. And that's going to retire the side. For the Panthers, no runs, 1 runner left. We've got 2 innings complete here in Northfield. Pioneer leads this one 2-1. Please check out our underwriters in between innings right here on BNC TV. Top of the 3rd inning. Pitcher Tucker Russell at the plate. Two balls, no strikes. Panthers with a 2-1 lead. Opening day here in Northfield. This is game 2 for Hopkins Academy. Came away with an 11-1 win in their season opener last Friday. Panthers had a scrimmage game against Amherst. This count goes to 3-1. Panthers on top in that scrimmage, 23-0.
Were the bats clicking or what?
That's 3 touchdowns and a couple of 2-point conversions. Count goes full. Just missed up high, ball 4. This is right fielder Wyatt Cook. So I'll make a nice defensive play in the bottom half of the second inning. Fouled back. Sun trying to break through out in the center field sky. Throw over to first base. Runner dives back. Ripped into left field. Just foul.
Great contact, though.
He definitely got around on that one.
I think that's the farthest hit ball so far this game.
Absolutely. Werner with that sneaky move over to first base. One of the advantages to a left-handed pitcher, they have their eye on the runner at all times. Called strike 3. Mentioned a little earlier, Ben Werner is a senior now. It's been great to see him develop as a pitcher over the last couple seasons.
Yeah, big season here for Warner being a senior. High expectations here for a great club. Can't wait to see what he brings to the table this year.
Yeah, it's definitely going to add some pitching depth. As I look out in right field, I see Jack Glazier out there. Jack, of course, one of the other moundsmen for these Panthers. It's going to be another good year for pitching for the Panthers.
Of course, they lose Hugh Syhowski, who's been their Cy Young pitcher for the past couple of seasons, but they got good pitchers like Ethan Quinn, Jack Glazier, and Ben Warner, who's been developing and keep getting better over the past few years. And we got other pitchers coming in possibly as well, I've heard.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the strengths of this team from year to year. And, you know, as I mentioned a little while ago, 23 runs in a scrimmage game the other day, and you can go past through the games of last season, and it was very rare that the Panthers didn't put at least 6 or 7 runs on the board, so you know they can hit the ball as well.
I mean, they put up 5 runs against Georgetown, one of the best teams in all of Massachusetts. Very impressive feat we saw there by the batters.
That's for sure. Counts 3 balls and 1 strike on Carter Steispec. He's the center fielder. Fouls that one away, counts full. And we got a conference there. Not sure what the home plate umpire called. He put both hands in the air. And called out on strikes. Couldn't check the swing. So that's 2 outs. Here in the top of the 3rd inning. Brings up left fielder Al West. West had the nice sacrifice bunt in the 1st inning. As I quickly look at the Panthers roster, Alex McClelland, Braden Tippenyuk, Jack Campbell, Ben Werner, Ethan Quinn, and Ethan Mothy are all the seniors on the roster this year.
Yeah, of course, for the basketball team, they had 5 seniors. And then for the soccer team, they had a bunch too. So Pioneer's going to lose a lot of players after this year. Going to be interesting to see who fills in and all that, what the next generation of Pioneer Panthers will look like.
It seems year in and year out, Pioneer is able to bring in underclassmen that are really capable, and I find that the opportunity to go out and play club sports in the off season, of course I saw it firsthand with a lot of hockey over the last 5 years, but it's really the same for baseball now. Slice down the left side, a lot of indoor facilities a little further out east, and a lot of these student athletes go and they play baseball pretty much 10, 12 months a year now.
I mean, if you want to be good, you got to keep up the repetition and keep wanting to get better. It's a thing to be good at a sport, but it definitely makes a difference if you want to keep working at it and getting better at your skills. Definitely makes a whole ton of a big difference.
Counts full on Al West. Ooh, that one hit him in the shoulder.
Almost got him on the head there. Luckily, he seems okay.
No worse for the wear. Hopkins with a small threat here, 1st and 2nd with 2 out. Chase Earl at the plate. Werner bends that one in for strike 1. Nice block by BT. Yeah, you talk about seniors, Braden Tippenyuk. He's been the starting catcher, I think, going all the way back to when he was maybe a freshman.
Was he on varsity in the 8th grade?
He might have been.
I don't know. I didn't go to this school at that point, so I don't
can't
really know. But
I can't remember anybody but BT being the regular catcher for the Panthers.
it was either freshman or 8th grade year, I remember.
Fouled back out of play, 1-2. Panthers on top in this one, 2-1. We're in the top of the 3rd inning here in Northfield. Breaking ball inside, count goes full. Wind has swirled around a little bit. Now it's moving from right to left. fouls that one away. Count remains full.
Hopkins has been making good contact on the ball throughout the day so far. Not many strikeouts, a lot of contact ground outs.
Nearly picked him off at first base. West had to dive back in head first. Long drive, center field, way back, it's gone! Chase Earl to the deepest part of the park. A 3-run bomb. Hopkins takes a 4-2 lead.
That ball floated in the air with a win. What a great hit, sending it out.
That ball was crushed. But I think you're right, Alex. You know, got up into the jet stream here in Northfield and certainly helped it along, but holy smokes, that had to clear the fence by a solid 30 feet.
Hard to see from the camera, but you can see the white benches from our view. I think it almost got above those.
Yeah, for sure. And catcher Matt Fasalo at the plate now. Foul down left side, 0-2.
Yeah, I think I jinxed it, Lou. I was saying they've been making good contact all day and knew one of these times it was going to burst and turn into some runs.
Well, my friend, that was good contact. Another good block by BT behind the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Called strike 3. It's going to retire the side.
Good way to end the inning.
For the Golden Hawks, 3 big runs. All in that home run by Chase Earl. Nobody left. We're in the middle of the 3rd inning. Hopkins Golden Hawks 4. Your Pioneer Panthers 2. Stay tuned for more Panther baseball right here on BNC TV. And welcome back to Panther Baseball here on BNC TV. Ethan Mothy at the plate. Going to get things started for the Panthers here in the bottom of the third.
Got some heavy lifting to do. Down by 1.
And we double-checked our score sheet in between innings. It's 4-3. I think I mistakenly said 4-2. Mothy connects, base hit to center field. And that's a good start for the Panthers. First baseman Evan Tippenyuk steps in. Slice right to the second baseman.
He made great contact with the ball there. Should have been a single, but good play there.
Nate Rickles. Nice defensive play. Here's the pitcher, Ben Werner. Ben walked back in the first inning. Mothy slides in safely. Ball rolls into center field. He's not going any farther. Head first slide. He'll be doing some laundry after the game today. That one's high and away. It's a big difference between baseball and hockey. Hockey players seldom, if ever, wash their jersey. It's kind of like why I like baseball. Werner swung right through that one. Russell took a little bit off of that pitch. Counts 2-1 on the Panther hurler. Inside, 3-1. Got one out here in the bottom of the third inning. High and inside, ball 4. Panther runners at first and second. Brings up the right fielder, Jack Glazier.
You can start to see the pitcher getting worried here. 2 runners on. Pioneer can break this game wide open and take over the lead.
Big swing, 0-1. Called strike 2. Inside almost hit Glazier. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jack playing right field today for the Panthers. And Jack couldn't hold up on that one. Brings up Hodis. Hayden Girard. Hayden struck out in the first inning. We've got 2 outs here in Northfield. Panther runners on first and second. Sliced foul down the right side. One and one on the Panthers center fielder. Clunk. Fouled back into the parking lot. Learned my lesson a couple of years ago. I park a little bit further out now.
Did something happen bad to your car?
Called strike 3. Fortunately, it wasn't that bad, Alex, but yes, indeed, my friend.
Uh-oh.
We live and we learn. 2 runners left on base for the Panthers that inning. No runs. We have 3 innings complete here in Northfield. Hopkins leads this one 4-3. Be sure to check out our underwriters and stay tuned for more Pioneer Panther baseball right here on BNC TV and worldwide on YouTube. And we're ready for the top of the 4th inning here in Northfield. Lou Bordeaux with Alex Sabin and executive producer Tyler Borbo here today. Opening day here at the Pioneer Valley Regional School campus. Baseball diamond. Northfield wind picking up a little bit. The sun tries to break through every now and then. So far unsuccessful. Getting this 4th inning started. This is second baseman Nate Rickles. Nate's 0 for 1 on the day. Another good block by Braden Tippanyuk behind the plate. Ben Werner pitching for the Panthers. It's up a little high. 2 balls and a strike to the Hopkins second baseman. Fouled back off the fists. That one always hurts this time of year. Even a torpedo bat is not going to overcome that. Breaking ball inside, counts full. Swung at the high, hard one. That's always the toughest one to lay off. Pitch was up at his eyes. It was a good challenge by Werner. With 1 out, first baseman J.J. Scanlon at the plate. Scanlon's 0 for 1 on the day. Back in the second inning, grounded out to Ben Werner. Sliced into left field. Another one very close to the line. But it's a 250-foot foul ball. Counts 0-2 on Scanlon. He'll be followed by Harry West. You get a good look at pitcher Ben Werner. Scanlon held up. 1-2. Nice play. Alex McClellan. Nice pickup. Over to E.T. for the second out.
This is great for Werner. 3 straight outs. Gaining his confidence like he should. Great player. Can't let one hit determine this entire game for him.
And he follows it up with a nice pitch to Harry West right down Broadway. 0-1. West struck out in the second inning. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Fouled back. 0-2. 1-2. Foul tip into the mitt for strike 3. That's going to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Golden Hawks in the 4th inning. Nothing across. We're halfway through this one. Hopkins 4, Pioneer 3. Please check out our underwriters and stay tuned for more Pioneer Panther baseball in just a moment, right here on BNC TV. ready for the bottom of the fourth inning here in Northfield. Braden Tipeniuk leading things off for the Panthers. Down by a run halfway through this one. Been a pretty darn good high school baseball game so far.
Yeah, pitching did their job in the top half of this inning. Now the batter's got to convert and try and take the lead here.
That one's inside. 3 balls, no strikes on the Panther catcher. He'll be followed by third baseman Jack Campbell. And Russell drops that one in for strike 1. Shortstop in the hole. Nice pickup, but couldn't quite get the speedy Tipeniuk at first base. It's an infield hit.
What a great throw, though.
Yeah, that's Chase Earl, the home run hitter at shortstop for Hopkins. Did make a nice play there. And here's Jack Campbell. Jack scored a run in the first inning. Thought about bunting. Tipeniuk ran. Slid in safely. BT in scoring position now. On the inside corner, 1-1. Just fouled down the right field line. 1-2 on the Panther third baseman. My buddy Ian Simpson here. Goaltender Josh Bordeaux. Just passing through the broadcast position out here in right field. If you come to any of these Panther games, certainly come out and say hello. Popped up, Scanlon puts it away in foul territory. Brings up shortstop Alex McClellan, 1 out. Tipeniuk with a modest lead off second base. Ball 1 on McClellan. You see Chase Earl shadowing BT. Sliced into left field. Running catch. Nicely done.
Hopkins defense right now is frustrating the Pioneer batters right now. They're doing a good job ever since the first inning containing these Pioneer batters.
Al West with the running catch over there.
Pioneer batters struggling to find a groove here.
2 down, Ethan Quinn at the plate. Russell drops strike 1 in. Fouled back quickly, 0-2. Foul ball. Count remains 0-2. Quinn swung at that one. That was up around his eyes, drove it to second base. Second baseman had to roll over and turtle on it. Wasn't much he could do at that point. Tipeniuk advances to third base. We got runners at the corners with 2 outs. Another scratch single. That'll bring up Ethan Mothy. Ethan singled his last time up. Quinn takes second on the steal. Catcher looked like he was going to throw, so I wouldn't call that catcher indifference. Into right field, way back, it's gone! Ethan Mothy returns the favor, a 3-run bomb. Panthers take a 6-4 lead. And the ball is flying out of the field here in Northfield today.
Yeah, he got all of that. Launched it right into right field. Great hit. And sent it out.
He got all of that and then some. Just went with the pitch. Long drive into right center field.
The momentum just changed like that, like a light switch. All of it now on the Pioneer batters now.
You kind of got the feeling when Hopkins hit that 3-run homer, you could feel the momentum change. And similarly, now shoes on the other foot. Evan Tipeniuk hits it out to left field. Digging for second. He's got a stand-up double.
Another great hit. Blooper into left field there. Gets it past the right fielder and was able to get to second there. Great play by Evan Tipeniuk.
So they always used to say fun with 2, and holy cow, it's been fun with 2. Brings up pitcher Ben Werner. Russell drops that one in for strike 1. Ben walked his last time up. You see Double Nichols leading off second base. Just on the outside corner. Really nice pitch by Russell. Inside, gets away. Tipeniuk goes to third. He's in there safely.
What a great steal there by Evan. Sliding out there and somehow touching the bag before the ball was there.
That gets the extra effort award today. One and two on Warner. Swung on and missed strike 3. That's going to do it in the 4th inning for the Panthers. Not before they push across 3 runs on that big Ethan Mothe home run. 1 runner left. Evan Tipeniuk over at third base. After 4 complete, Pioneer leads this one 6-4. Don't go anywhere. We've got more Panther baseball coming up in a moment right here on BNC TV. Top of the 5th inning, Ethan Quinn on the mound now for Pioneer. Had a defensive rotation. Jack Glazier is the new second baseman. Hayden Girard in right field. And Ben Werner, after 4 solid innings on the hill, is now playing center field for your Panthers. That was 3 quick ones. Ethan Quinn bringing the heat. 3 straight strikes on Tucker Russell. Brings up. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Alex.
Yeah, I can't do anything against that. 3 straight fastballs right down the pipe, but he's too fast for the Hopkins batter to react.
You got 1 more here on Wyatt Cook. 2 more. Just low. 1 and 2. Of course, when we talk about pitches in an inning, I always think about executive producer Tyler Borbo's 3-pitch inning back in the day. I don't know if he's laughing because I always call him the executive producer or his 15 minutes of pitching fame. Strike 3. Top of the order again for the Golden Hawks. Carter Steisbeck. This is such a big change, not just the right-hander, left-hander thing when the Panther pitchers changed from the left-handed Werner to the right-handed Quinn, but two completely different types of pitchers.
Yeah, Ben's definitely more a contact pitcher compared to Quinn, who is more of a strikeout pitcher. Two way different pitching styles.
And that is going to do it. 3 up, 3 down. 3 big strikeouts for Ethan Quinn. Middle of the 5th inning. Pioneers on top in this one, 6-4. Please check out our underwriters. Don't go anywhere. Panthers will be coming back to the plate in just a moment right here on BNC TV. Welcome back to Pioneer Panther Baseball right here on BNC TV. You see the Hopkins Golden Hawks meeting on the mound. Looks like we've got a new pitcher for Hopkins. Going to check my lineup card here. And that is Carter Steisbeck, who was the center fielder. But he's on the mound now. Panthers on top, 6-4. Bottom of the 5th inning. Jackson Glazier at the plate. Jack's 0 for 2 on the day. Opening day here in Northfield. Ball goes back to the backstop. Three balls, no strikes to the Panthers second baseman. There's strike one. That's outside, ball 4. Glazier's going to take a walk. Going to say hello to my friends up in Westminster, Vermont. Maybe tuned in this afternoon. See you folks again tomorrow. Here's Hodis, Hayden Girard. Hayden was caught looking his last time up. Squares to bunt. It's going to be strike 2. Didn't get the bat back in time. Glazier's going. Slides in safely. Foul just out of play down the right side. Scanlon wanted to grab it before he hit the out-of-bounds line. Counts 1-2 on Girard. He'll be followed by Braden Tippenyuk. Two and two. Called strike 3. One out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Catcher Braden Tippenyuk at the plate. Launch that into left field. West is there. Got the ball back in quickly. Two down, time for third baseman Jack Campbell. Ball gets away from the catcher. You see number 3, Jack Glazier, staying at second base. Earl over to Scanlon. That's going to retire the side. After that first walk to Jack Glazier, Panthers couldn't get anything going. One runner left. That was Jack Glazier at second base. We've got 5 innings in the books here in Northfield. Panthers are on top in this one, 6-4. Don't go anywhere. A couple more exciting innings of Panther baseball coming at you right here on BNC TV. Welcome back to the Pioneer Valley Regional School here in Northfield. Opening day baseball excitement. Panthers on top 6-4. At top of the 6th inning. Left fielder Al West leading off. Ethan Quinn on the mound in relief of Ben Werner. Just missed low. 2 balls and a strike on West. Fouled right at the plate.
The Hopkins batters better clutch up now. Only 2 innings left, down by 2. Gonna be tough to come back here.
Ball goes back to the screen, 3-2. Ben Werner barely had to move for that one. Got 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. Shortstop Chase Earl, his last time up. He lost one out in center field. Drove in 3 big runs for the Golden Hawks. Ethan took a little bit off that one. Just missed outside. Counts 1-1. Pounded that one into the ground, foul down the third base line. Counts 1-2. 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Just got a piece of that one, just enough to stay alive. Swung on and missed, strike 3. This is catcher Matt Vasallo. Tyler, I think we need a radar gun here. I'd like to know how hard Ethan's throwing. Is that in the budget? Yeah, probably not. We need more underwriters.
All that I know is he's been dominating so far. 5 batters, 5 outs.
Mixed up a nice breaking pitch there. 2 balls and a strike. Count goes to 3-1 on Vasallo. After a couple off-speed pitches, came back in with the heat. Breaking pitch just missed low. First runner to reach base on Quinn in his 2 innings of work. Second baseman Nate Rickles in. 0 for 2 today. Vassallo was off with the pitch, but Rickles fouled that one out of play. Oh, BT throws it right down the right field line. It's always the risk when you throw from your knees like that. Vassallo advances to second. We're going to call that an E2 on the catcher.
An E2 to ET.
Nicely done. That one's outside. Counts full. PT tried to frame that one.
This is a big pitch here.
Rickles asks for time. Recalibrates. Gets back in the box. Alex McClellan snuck right in behind Vassallo, almost picked him off. Line drive into right field. That's a base hit. Vassallo headed home. He's safe. Just got in under the tag.
That was a great throw, though, by Hodis. Almost got him. That was real close.
Might say a lot closer than it should have been. That was a great throw. But Hopkins puts a run back on the board. Rickles with the single advances to second base on the throw.
Hopkins is back in this game, only down by 1. Runner at second, too. Anything can happen.
First baseman J.J. Scanlon in. Takes strike 1. Slice down the left side. Over to first base. Nice play. That's going to retire the side. Really solid defensive play there. One
Way
run.
to get out of the inning.
1 run for Hopkins here in the top of the 6th. In the middle of the 6th inning. This one's a barn burner. 6-5. Panthers on top. Don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss the finish of this one. Stay tuned for more Panther baseball right here on BNC TV. Time for the bottom of the 6th inning here in Northfield. Pioneer clinging to a snug 1-run lead. Getting this one started with Alex McClellan at the plate. Wanted to mention, games are going to be coming fast and furious here in the Pioneer Valley. Panthers are going to be in action next this coming Wednesday, April 2nd. Game at East Hampton High. Going to be right back here at Pioneer playing against the Southwick Rams this Friday at 4 o'clock. Then 1 week from today, Monday the 7th, over at Franklin County Tech School. So mark your calendars, boys and girls. Full count on the Panther shortstop, McClellan. Ball just rolls foul. You good, Alex? You cold yet? I know you were in the barn for a while. That had to wear off by now.
Little cold, but still hanging in there.
Yeah, you are.
Enjoying this lovely baseball game. Very close.
It's a dandy. Slice foul down the left side.
Nose is running a little bit too.
Well, you know, it's springtime baseball. Usually it's when the calendar turns to April we get going, but had to take advantage of the weather. McClellan takes a walk. I know that Maya has gotten a little stricter about sectional games and playoffs and things, so I know in a lot of the sports who got started a week earlier than usual. Ethan Quinn, a 4.63 double play.
Great play there by the Hopkins defense to get the double play there.
And we were talking about Nate Rickles between innings, and he got that one started. Great defensive play. Here's Ethan Mothy. Last time up, crushed that 3-run homer. Wind's blowing out. Will lightning strike twice?
I know, certainly a lightning struck the last time Ethan Mouthy hit the ball.
Pitcher took a little bit off of that one. I think he took a little more off than he expected. Floated in way high, 2-1. Another one up high. 3-1. This is a hitter's count here, Alex. Way high and away. That's ball 4.
Looked like the ball slipped from his fingertips there.
Yeah, it did. Evan Tippanyuk at the plate. Two outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Right up the middle for a base hit. Panther runners on first and second.
Pioneer batters looking to add some insurance to this lead here.
It's the left-hand hitting Ben Werner. High and away, ball one. Got a good look here. Ethan leading off second. Another one up high. Three and 0. Looks like the pitcher Steispik is just very uncomfortable out there right now. I saw him kicking at the dirt a little bit to try and regroom that step area.
Yeah, just not hitting the strike zone right now.
Inside, ball four, bases are loaded. Hopkins calls time. Coach Dan Vreeland coming out to have a conversation with his pitcher. You see Jack Glazier, he's going to be coming up with the bases loaded. Bases full of Panthers, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Glazier makes contact. Earl's got it. Scanlon can't hold it. Two Panther runners score. Jack Glazier, what appeared to be a pretty innocent hit out to the shortstop. Throw was low. Scanlon couldn't scoop it. Two Panther runners score. Big runs for the Panthers. Makes this an 8-5 game.
Mistakes are very important, Lou. It can cost you the game like we saw possibly right there. Going to be much harder now to overcome a 3+ run deficit now in the final inning of play.
Here's Hodis.
Everybody's favorite.
Glazier takes second. That one could be catcher indifference. Ben Werner over at third base. 2 runners in scoring position for Hayden Girard. Two balls and a strike. Low in the dirt, good block by the catcher. Count goes full. Swung on and missed, strike 3. It's going to retire the side, but not before the Panthers do a little bit more damage. 2 runs, 2 runners left. We've got 6 innings complete here in Northfield. Pioneer 8, Hopkins 5. Don't go anywhere. Big 7th inning coming up right here on BNC TV. Time for the big 7th inning. Panthers on top 8-5. Third baseman Harry West, he's taken the first 2. It's 0-2. Ethan Quinn in lockdown mode right now. Little bit low, 1-2. Slice down the right side. Glazer's got it. Over to Tipinyak. 1 out.
Made solid contact there. Just a little too much towards Jack Glazier there to make the easy out.
Here's Tucker Russell. Tucker got the day started on the hill for Hopkins. Moved out to the outfield after that. Popped straight up. Glazier's calling. He's got it. 2 down. Wyatt Cook going to be the last hope for Hopkins.
What an Ian and Ethan Quinn is having.
Swung right through that one. Fouled back. One ball, 2 strikes on Cook. Called strike 3, ball game over. Panthers win on opening day 8-5. In the 7th inning for Hopkins Academy, no runs, no hits, no runners left on base. As I said, final score 8-5. Alex, what'd you think about that opening day game?
Got me worried in the first 4 innings there. Of course, Hopkins had a lead for a big chunk of the game. Pioneer rallied back, got the lead, and ended up keeping with it as Ethan Quinn pitched an amazing game to close out the game.
Yeah, we're going to say Ben Werner gets the win today. Ethan Quinn definitely the save. 2 big home runs on the day. Chase Earl for Hopkins and Ethan Mothy for that game-clinching one for the Panthers. Panthers start the season with a big dub, 1-0 on the campaign. As I said earlier, they're going to be in action again this Wednesday afternoon, April 2nd at East Hampton. Returning here to Pioneer on Friday, April 4th, when the Southwick Rams are here to take on your Panthers. And then 1 week from today, next Monday, April 7th, Panthers venture over to Turners Falls to take on the Franklin County Tech Eagles at the Franklin County Tech School. For my buddy Alex Sabin, executive producer Tyler Borbo, I am Lou Bordeaux, thanking you for your time this time, and until next time, so long from Northfield.